Hi everyone, it's Kristen from Kirsty's Scrapbook here. I'm just showing you how to make a 23 centimeter by 23 centimeter album. If you would like, I can send you the notes on email. Okay, so first you need to start with your hardcover. You'll need two 23 by 23 centimeter pieces and one 8 by 23 centimeter for your spine. Next, you'll cut your piece of paper that'll go at the back. All the measurements are in the notes. And it'll pretty much look like that. So, you will tape on the one side of each of these different parts, and then it will get stuck as you saw before. Okay, so just peel off, starting with the one, peel off the tape, and then you can turn it and stick it. You need to make sure there's at least 3 centimeters on each side, so when you fold it over, it's got something to actually stick down with. Okay, now when you're sticking your spine, you need to make sure there's about ½ a centimeter gap between the two, so that when it folds, it doesn't tear. Stick that down. And then the last piece. And again, you need to leave that ½ centimeter gap. Okay. Right, now you'll need a craft knife and your ruler, and you're going to cut corners off. You need to leave just a little bit that you'll tuck so you won't see when you fold the pages over. Just a little piece there so you can tuck that. You can cut all 4 corners. Now you take tape again, and you're going to need to tape just like you did on the back, all the way around the sides, keeping it as close to the spine and edges as possible, and then a couple in the middle. These ones here are very important. You need to make sure you get it as close to the edge as possible so that when you're folding it, it doesn't bubble up. so now you've done all your edges, you just fill in the middle. The more you put, the stronger it'll be. So it really doesn't matter if you have a little bit extra or that little bit thicker tape, also good. And then you'll just go around each flap on the side, along the outer edge. So as you can see, all the way around the edges, and then around the edges of our hardboard. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to have your piece cut. It's 54 centimeters by 22.5. Okay, so you've got your inner cover, you've cut that out at 54 by 22.5. Put that to the side. As you can see over here, so all these pieces, take this along here off. All these pieces you're just going to fold up, so when you put the flap over, it's not caught underneath. Okay, so here you're going to need your scoring tool. Just go along there just to make it a little bit easier to fold. Pull this piece off, and you can just fold it over and stick it. And just stick it all down, and then do the same on the other side. Lift all of these up, taking this off already. Okay, the same thing again with your scoring tool. You can just go across here. Pull this off, and then just fold it over. Just make sure it's stuck nicely. Okay, so now, before you go to the side part, you're going to have to tuck the corners. So what you do is, you can see there's just a little piece there. You're just going to take your tool, and just tuck it. So when you fold this over, that corner will not be showing. Just tuck it in there, make it square. Okay, and you do that with all 4 of them. Just tuck, so you can see it comes over a little bit. just take that piece off, take that piece off the flap, and fold it over. So now you won't be able to see the corner. Not sure if you can see that there. Okay. And same on the other side. Just going to tuck it. Take the piece off and fold it over. Okay. Now, you're going to need to attach your inner piece, so it'll cover all of that. So what you're going to do is put this to the side, is you're going to tape just around the edges of this. So I've already taped there and there. Just going to tape right close to the edge. So you don't need any in the middle because you've already got on your hardboard here. So what you can do is you pull these all off. And then pull these ones off. Be quite careful when you're placing it. You need to make sure it's in the center. And just stick it down. So now you have your completed base. You can just go down there with your boning tool, fold it. Same thing on the other side. This helps it fold better. And there's your cover. Okay, so now we're going to do the spine, which will be stuck onto here, and the pages will slide onto those. So in your notes, I've given you the different measurements for the spine. So you'll have 21 by 21, and you're just going to measure 1.5 centimeters, a whole lot of 1.5 centimeters. Then you'll score along each of those, and once that's done, which you can see I've scored here, all scored. Then every third one, so start here, leave 2 blank, put tape. Leave 2 blank, put tape, leave 2 blank, put tape, leave 2 blank, and put tape. So now what you're going to do is the tape will get stuck like that, which is the one opposite it. And then you'll have 1 blank, and then it'll get stuck like that. So let me show you. Pull your tape off. You can stick that one. Now you're leaving 1 blank, taking your tape off, and sticking it. So now you've got 2 little flaps. Okay, so carry on with the other 3. So you take tape off, squeeze that. Again. And the last one. So what you'll have is 5 flaps with 1.5 centimeters in between. So like that. So now what you're going to do on the edge of each of these is you're just going to cut a little diagonal piece. So each of the flaps that sticks out, just cut a little piece off. It'll just help your pages slide on a little bit easier. Doesn't matter if it's not all the same, you won't see it. It all goes inside the page. Okay, so now as you'll see, you have your spine with the diagonal, and that's what the back looks like. Okay, so what you're going to do is you'll tape along the whole of the back. I like to put one piece on each of those 1.5 centimeter pieces. Okay, so now you've taped the whole back, and you'll stick that into your oven. So you can get your base back, and just take all the tape off. And then you'll stick it in the middle of your spine. Okay, so now you can insert 5 pages on your spine. So put that to the side, and we're going to start making our pages. Okay, so I've given you the measurements in the notes again. This is what it should look like once it's cut out. So you have your little indent here. This is because once this is folded over, it allows you to put your page insert in and have a little floral or lacy little punched page there. Okay, so what you'll do is you've got 21 by 21, and you've got another 21 by 19, and then just a 1 centimeter flap. So you can use a scoring board, or you can use your scoring tool like I'm using, just to make it a little bit easier to fold and go along those fold lines. Okay, so now you'll be able to fold it, and fold it there, and then this flap will get stuck there, so you don't actually see it get stuck inside. So we'll tape that up quick. Use a bit of a thinner tape. Just grab that. Okay, so you've taped on that flap. Peel that tape off and stick it to that opposite side. So there's that 2 centimeter little indent I was telling you about. So your page insert goes in there, and then this other side will go onto your spine. So it's actually like a tube almost. So if I get my album, that insert goes over there. So you see, you don't see your spine, and there's your insert. So I suggest rather decorating it and sorting out everything you want on that page before you actually stick it to the spine, so you're not opening and closing it the whole time. But it's up to you how you want to do it. Okay, so now the last thing you got to do is just cut out your page insert. which is 20 centimeters by 19.5 centimeters. And then that, if you want to put like a lacy border, like I said, in my Cocoa Vanilla one, I did a lacy border. And then that goes in there, and your lacy border will show through there. And that's your album done. So you'll make 5 pages, 5 inserts, and you will have your whole album. I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.